This is John Sullivan, Flint, Knapping. I want to show y'all something before I get started. I can't believe this. I got this in the mail, and came in the mail yesterday, and I'm gonna make sure I got the name spelled right. I know who he is and all that, but it's Bringman, Bringman, Tommy Bringman from West Plains, Missouri, and he makes these. And these look too pretty to use for knapping tools. It looks like something ought to go on your kitchen shelf or something. And it's got just a little lead in them, and man, I am impressed with them. I'm gonna set these up here, and I'm not used to them. I gotta make some real thin preforms. I don't have time to test them out. I'm running out of time today, but I'm gonna test them out just a little bit here, and see how I like it. What I like about them, they're real light. He didn't put much weight in there, and the cedar's light, and I'm positive this is cedar wood. I'm a woodworker, but some states, especially when you get out in California, you always got your U-wood and all, but there's different types of cedar, what you would call spruce or evergreen or whatever. But man, that run that flake all the way across there. I just barely hit on it, and that one went across there. I'm liking this already. Swung it twice and falling in love with it. Man, I appreciate this towel. Woo, look at that. And I know he sells this stuff. Look at those floats flying. Anybody make something this pretty, it has to be set up to sell them. If you can't find him, Tommy, if you sell them, let me know. I had Collins sent me this big leather pad that got rolled up there that I love when I'm doing spalling big stuff. It protects my legs from getting bruised. I'm trying to save it for all my big rocks when I'm spalling it with a big hammer. Man, these are fine. I mean, even got little teeny tiny ones and the great big one. Looks like a salt and pepper shaker or something. I like them. All right, we're gonna reduce this down, and we might break it. We're gonna take it and see how far we can go with it, and see what happens. But I'm gonna show you how to reduce something down fast, and try to save as much width as possible. I'm not worried about the length on this one. I might cut off the edge. So what I'm doing here, I'm creating me a platform to move a lot of mass. I'm gonna try to shoot it all the way over here. So I'm gonna come back left field and hit that joker. And this is where it came out at. Came out right to there. And this is some Buffalo River I got that I've had for a while in the heat trees. It's like glass, I'm telling you. I'm fixing to be selling it. And don't have much, so I'm gonna put it out there when I get it ready, and if you're interested, be some good material to buy. I don't come down with a flute, take all that problem out and all that problem out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hit 5 times. Look how flat I got this side. So now we got little hinges all in the edges over here where I was beating on it before I heat treated it. And we don't have to tap them out before we can do anything. All right, I got them removed. Once again, I'm gonna try to move as much mass. I'm gonna hit hard. Have me a little isolated platform. It only run right to there. I'm gonna make a little wider platform this time. That one was real sharp and sticking up high. I figured it would spread out more, but it didn't. There we go. It went all the way across to there. That's what I'm looking for. Now we got one right here. Get to do the same thing. It's really one blow. I ain't gonna count that one. That's 2 blows. I'm gonna try to go between 2. I got a hinge here and a hinge here, and I made it. Went right through the middle of them and took them out. Okay, now we're gonna try to come across here. I'm gonna round this off up here in case I need to come that way. I always have a plan B. My granddaughter trying to get into Georgia, and my mother said, well, you got a plan B? And she said, no ma'am, not on this. This has got to happen. And it did. She's all up there about getting accepted to Georgia. Okay, I'm going to try to come across here, all the way across here, and take this out. It went this way, now I'm going to come this way. And it took that out that way. So I got one little one and two big ones. Look how flat that baby got. Now it makes this one look high, but I've already had this, it just stands out more. Got a little ridge right here. Okay, this is about where I want to get it, and this is a beautiful rock, and I'd like to try to make it paper thin if I could. There's really no such thing, I don't think, as making it paper thin. We like to think they're paper thin, but I'm gonna go around there and take all this off and see if I can thin this mess up here real quick. I think I'm going to stick with this billet, because I don't need to move much mass. That did a good job. Just the right choice. Okay. This is a real good preform for somebody. Such a pretty rock, I'm going to sell it just like it is. I'm not going to fool it anymore. I'd like to chase it down, see how thin I can get, but then when I break it, I'm going to get mad at myself if I do break it. And man, look at here. This is this Buffalo River that comes in layers. That white was a layer, and it had another layer. It had like 4 layers on it. And you never know, that could be a layer there. That's what's aggravating about this type Buffalo River. You don't know what you're getting into. We're going to see what we can do with it. See if I can reduce it down instead as I did the other one. I need to do it anyway if I'm going to sell it, because I need to make sure I got all the layers out of it. That's the way it come out of the kiln. It was already like that. That was just a rough biface to get heat treated. I'm going to study this joker a minute. This is a nice spot to hit right here. If I could get in there and hit it. There we go, I got in there. Look at that. That plate went all the way up through there. Now, got a high spot in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down this way and put a little convexity on it. Then I'm going to come back and work it platform on it. I think I'm going to use this. That's a little big. I think I'm going to use this one here on that. We want to run it all the way across. Went down to there. So I think I've hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I hadn't counted, maybe 8 times. When I'm trying to get something thin and save the width, I'm concerned about if I want to make a certain type point. I try to set it up where you don't have to hit that much. You move a lot of stuff at one time. And I skip my platforms. I don't keep them together. I'll show you what I mean. Like right here, I went all the way across there. Now I'm not going to hit here. I'm gonna skip my platform and I might come this way, but the best thing to do is go across over here. Alright, I got this one up. I'm gonna work my way to it. Alright, come this way. And skip up to here. I hit there, I'm gonna skip up to here. I'm gonna hit straight down right there. Like that. I'm not counting, that's just a trim blow there. I'm not counting that as just trimming that edge off. I'm gonna try to come all the way across here. Didn't make it, went right to the center. That's alright. 2 blows there. We're getting pretty good on this thing. Got a little woolly booger and a hump. Telling somebody I listened to my video, and it's kind of embarrassing. I can't hear myself, but I breathe real heavy, and I make a lot of grunting noise. And I have allergies real bad. I'm allergic to so many, probably 20 different pine pollens and stuff like that. I'm constantly on medicine, but my throat's like always itching, like something in the bottom of my throat when I have them, and I'm constantly doing like that. That's what I figured to say. I started coughing from it. My lungs are okay. In fact, I went to the doctor this morning at 1 o'clock. But I had my lungs checked all the time for silicosis, and I had those checked about 2 months ago, and all that's cleared. I always use a fan. I got my doors open, but I have asthma. Not bad. I keep an inhaler in the house and one of my travel bag. I hardly ever have to use it. It's just that I grunt, and all I'm doing is my throat's irritated from this allergy. And I am short of breath. That's another problem because of my bad heart. My heart's only functioning exactly 31%, I think. That's not too good. But nothing they can do about it, nothing I can do about it. I'm just proud to be here. We're talking about that hump in this rock I was trying to get out. Reminded me of a joke I heard one time. A pretty good joke. That this guy was a traveling salesman, and he sold books. So he was tongue-tied real bad, and he stuttered. But because he sold books, he just opened up the book and had a little thing wrote out there, I'm a salesman and got a speech impediment, and I'm selling these books, and if you'd like to buy one. Well, he was in this strange town, and he stopped at the restaurant to get something to eat. We're going to try to get this out right here. Try to draw it out what we're going to try to do. Try to pass that pencil line right there. And so the waiter was born with a bad birth defect in his back. He was humpback. Big old knot on his shoulder looked like a basketball sticking up. I mean, huge. Okay, I went all the way past the pencil line. So the waiter come up and asked him what would he like to drink. And he said, well, how much are you Coke? And the waiter said, Coke? He said, yeah, Coke. He said, well, they 50 cents. He said, 50 cents. He said, dadgum, that's high, man. I just think I'll have me some water. Waiter said, okay. He said, are you ready to order yet? He said, well, I think I have me a steak. How much are your steaks? The waiter told him, said, well, it's $5. He said, $5 for steak. He said, man, that's high. Woo, that's high. I can't do that. What about a hamburger? He said, well, that's $1.50. He said, man, that's high. $1.50. Woo, no way I can do that. He said, well, what about a bowl of soup? And the waiter said, a what? He said, a bowl of soup. And the waiter said, soup? He said, yeah. He said, well, that's 75 cents. He said, good night, that's high. But I'll take the soup. So the waiter brought him the soup. He's sitting there eating. The waiter brought him his bill, and he just finished it up. The waiter says, you mind if I ask you a personal question? He said, no, indeed. He said, I've never heard anybody talk like that. He said, what's going on with that? And he said, well, you see, I was born tongue-tied in a tutter too. All right, we're going to come across here. And he said, I stutter real bad and I'm tongue-tied. And the waiter said, oh, that's a peculiarity. He said, like me being humpback. He said, I was born humpback. And he looked at that waiter and he said, humpback. Man, I thought that was your butt. That thing here's so high. Anyway, that's what that hump reminded me of. Okay, we're gonna try to get this little spot out right here. We're gonna wrap this one up. I got it reduced down to a good pre-formed cell. Also, I mentioned, I think on one of my videos, I think I did, I'm gonna start trying to sell my knives and my finish points. And I sell a lot of blades, a lot of pre-formed, but my finished stuff I used to sell at stores and stuff, and I just kind of get too old to keep up with that. If any of you would be interested, if you're the least bit interested, and I'm going to do an auction bidding on my stuff, let me know. And then I'll know if I need to pursue that idea or not. Or can it and throw it in the trash. Just keep selling to the few stores I want to. Okay, this one's ready to go. It's ready to put in my preform pile. These will be ready for sale. Alright, let's take a piece of Novaculite. No, I'm not going to do that. I did that in another video. I forgot. I made one real thin. And my battery run out. It just went dead. I didn't know my battery was low in that other video. Maybe Mr. Man, I think she'll start pressure flaking. I had that stuff got so thin. Here's a good one to work on. See, this is, these are pieces here I'm probably going to keep. This one here, look at that. With the daylight you can see through it. It's curved up like that and got a massive humpback down the middle of it. And so what we need to do here is take all of this out through here. So I'm going to lose a little length. Right off the bat, I'm going to start coming down and just hit straight in that edge and bring it up. Lightly tap into it. Bring it up a little more. Now that's pretty flat. Now I can look over here and see the big areas I need to work on. I got one right here. I want to really try to drive something off with it. Went all the way across there. Now look at this. This is the way I reason these things out. See this ridge running right here? This one went right here and further out on that ridge. So if I round this off and run one up that ridge, it's going to move a lot of that hump on there with a little effort. Take 2 blows. Alright, this one went here, then I angle this one this way. So all of this in here got leveled out pretty good. So now I'm going to come this way. But if you look, I got a hinge right here. So I'm gonna try to tap down on it a little bit. See if I can get it out before I set a platform up. I believe that'll do. It's gonna be kind of close. And this point's not gonna have a wide base because it's already there at both ends. When I knocked this spall off the rock, this is the way it come off. You gotta deal with what you got. All right, now, we'll try to come down this ridge. We got this ridge running right here. So I got a little U shape there, so I gotta get rid of that. It's gonna turn down like this and straighten that up. I'm gonna come back at here this way. Grind it down. I'm gonna try to follow this ridge. Went down it just like that. Now I gotta come over here and skip down here. So it's gonna be a good place to get it out right here. It's a little bitty faint ridge running right through there. There you go. Move over and catch one more. It looked good. All right, now we got a ridge running right here. So we'll grind on it, try to run it across. It went all the way across to the edge. I'd like to say I control them perfectly, where they stop right at the edge and they don't roll over. But that don't happen. I try to, but it's luck when it happens. I try to get them as close as I can get them, but sometimes they get rolled over. Sometimes they don't go about halfway. I wish I was good enough to claim that. Alright, still low in here. So what I'm gonna do is come across this way. And I'm thinking about switching billet to one of these little ones here. Let's see if I can hit on top of it like that. Boy, that did good. I didn't hit into it, I hit straight down because it was low right in there and it feathered out perfect. All of this is low in here. We're still high on this side. I don't know what to do there, except just start keep pecking away at it. Start putting just some convexity at it. I think this is going to be my base up here. I got another dip, so I'm going to hit straight up on it. The reason I'm hitting straight up is so the shock waves go under the dip. It's like a hinge, you go under it and take it out. It's like scooping ice cream out. I'm gonna try to go across there. That one went all the way across to there. I'm gonna hit straight down here to here, because we got a hinge on the inside. I'm trying to get under it, that's what happened. I guess I should have showed you the hinge. I wasn't thinking, you probably saw it before you started hitting on it. Okay, this is gonna be the base. And we got a ridge right here coming off this base, but this nipple here is higher here than it is here. That's what I call an overhang, but because it's real sharp, I might can hit it with this. And let me see. Yep, that raised it up perfect. Now I can come in here and try to run one this way. And that did not work. And the reason it didn't work, I was hoping it would. This is so high and thick right in here. I'm using that little light one, and it wasn't strong enough to move through that mass. So I'm gonna come this way, and I might have to short the top too to get it out. But I can run a fluting plate and get it out, but I'm gonna try it like this. I hit a little harder, and I pushed through it there. So if I come up here, I might push through it again. Wind blowing up against my door. I keep my door open, keep this dust out and my fan going. Right now I'm gonna come straight down on the top That ought to get it out. That got it out. It's gone. We got rid of that problem. We got lucky we got that mess out of there. Now I'm going to come across this way. This ought to really clean everything up. This is what caused the problem to start with. When I come this way, but I didn't hit hard enough with this light billet. See, I was able to run them through it there, and I hit harder. All right, now let me see. Just gonna start up here, come down here, trying to get right on the point of this ridge here. Got me an isolated platform and try to follow that ridge. That's exactly what it did. It followed it, came out right to there. Now I gotta figure out how to get me some convexity in this area without losing much width. That's the problem. I wasn't worried about losing width. It'd be real easy to do. They won't try to come this way on it. Don't try to come back that way on it. That did pretty good. All right, let's see if we can straighten this low area up in here. It's a pretty challenging piece, I'm telling you. I'll work on the tip here. When I hit the tip, I hit back this way. I don't hit this way because it might get an overshot. See, I want to move a lot of material. See how I moved it? I left that part there. Now I got to do just tap on that other side, and I got a real thin tip, which I'm fixing to do. Look at that. It's real thin. All right, now I'm gonna come right in here, narrow this down where it's got a bow here. That'll give me some time to run some flakes off on this side. That did good. Hope y'all follow my game plan. I got this good, and I caught a little convexity, but while I'm doing it, I give a lot of convexity over here where I need to get this hump out, which is good. So I'm going down just pecking this way, setting up a continuous platform. I'm going to space my blows as far as I can to get good results. I'll explain to you what I'm doing. I'm going to hit down here first. Good results. I'll move all the way up here. And left a little island right there. Little pyramid right there. That did good. Look how pretty that come out. Got a hinge there. That's okay. I got a hinge there because I hit twice and it released, and I didn't realize when I hit the second time I was hitting so fast, I hit a razor edge. Tried to come across there. Got the hinge out. Run it all the way across. Man, I dug that so deep. Holy smoke. Man, I didn't realize my angle was that deep. How in the world did I miss that? Seeing that, now I'm going to try to come across this big piece and break into it, which I did. But I still got a major problem right there. I don't know if I can run this across because it's got a low air right in here. Look at that. Can y'all believe that? I took that across and knocked that big old hole in there completely out. Man, I'm not believing that. Well, I tell you what, I like working buffalo. I learned on the vacuum light. I worked in the vacuum light, nothing but in the vacuum light probably for 15 years because I was the first one to ever core up in Arkansas. Mr. Wallace's core, and he was a friend of mine and best friend of my best friend. This was so many years ago I can't even count. I'm saying in the 80s. And I'd go up there and just load my truck down. Take that backhoe he had, or front end load, whatever you want to call it, and then load my truck down, man. And the tires would be squatting. Come home, go through it, and go back and get another load 4 or 5 months later. But anyway, this is this was good enough to put in my mailing box, mail package, box, to sell to somebody. Hope y'all enjoyed these videos, and remember, if you'd be interested in bidding on some of my finished stuff, let me know. I'd really appreciate it.